You may wonder why a person that teaches finance in a business school is talking about healthcare quality. Well, besides the fact I spend a good chunk of my working days worrying about that at the Joint Commission and Metro Health Medical Center, it started with an early mentor I had, John Mannix. John was one of the founders of the Blue Cross system, a good friend in Cleveland, and a very inspirational person. He told me many times when we met, first, it's about the people. Help the people. Everything else is secondary. Well, John would have loved Better Health Greater Cleveland. And so I joined the board right at the beginning. But getting the collaborative approach that we established actually working had to overcome some history. So what was that history? Well, like everyone else in healthcare, we started with the basis of, trust me, I'm the doctor. Well, that clearly got us into trouble with regard to cost and quality. So we very quickly discovered the miracle of the manager. If I only hire MBAs, they'll get all those pesky docs to behave the way they're supposed to. Well, as an educator of many of these people, I have a certain amount of humility about this failure. But we quickly discovered another miracle, the miracle of the market. If I give the right data to the right people with the right incentives, they'll all do the right thing. Well, that led to managed care. And managed care was where we used the organizational clout to beat up on providers for big discounts under the threat of moving volume around. Well, once again, as the former CEO of one of these healthcare plans, I have some serious humility about the failure of this one, too. But in Cleveland, we did a couple of other things. One that we did early on was create an organization called Cleveland Health Quality Choice. It was an early attempt to get hospital-level performance data and make it available to managers to move the volume around the system to the best place. Well, it collapsed under cost and administrative problems, but I think it collapsed mostly because we found that using data to engage in public humiliation was not a very effective way to get people to change their behavior. Well, we still do that to some extent. We still use data, only now we're expecting patients to move their volume around in the system, and we call it consumer-directed healthcare. Well, same problem. Cleveland also is a very competitive environment with two major systems fighting tooth and toenail. So into this very contentious environment, we introduced Cleveland Health, we introduced Better Health Greater Cleveland in a collaborative model. Now, how do we pull a collaborative model off in this world? I think there are three major building blocks to make this work. First, we focused on primary care and medical homes rather than hospitals, given the failure we had before. Secondly, we celebrated success and improvement rather than failure. And third, we had trusted data because of a high penetration rate of electronic medical records at the practice level. And out of that, we managed to have effective coaching, good data sharing, and wonderful collaboratives where the best performers shared their secrets with everyone else in terms of how they were doing. In effect, we were able to take our slogan, a safe place for competitors to collaborate and make it work. Well, that may be what we did, but how did we do it? Why did it work? I think behavioral economics gives some insight into why this might have happened. We know that how we frame an issue has a lot to do with the way that people behave. So how do we frame it? First, we got buy-in from the physician community because we framed this in a positive rather than negative route. We gain credibility with the physician community because we're asking them to do their natural scientific thing and draw on evidence and data to make decisions. And three, we tapped into the deep, I think, emotional drivers of physician practice by focusing on what they cared about, which was patient outcomes rather than finance. So, what's the secret of success in Cleveland? Well, the secret is There is no secret. We simply organized practices so that physicians could do what they naturally wanted to do. Like John Mannix, all they want to do is take care of the people. And along the way, we just might have had a real miracle this time. The miracle of collaboration. Thank you very much.